here, the scrapbooking photographer. Are you new to Stampin' Up? I am, even though they've been around since 1988. Stampin' Up is actually the third paper crafting scrapbooking company that I've been involved with over the past 20 plus years. Both of those previous companies I was able to get to know as a customer first, use the products, and then switch to being a demonstrator once I had fallen in love with everything they offered. With Stampin' Up, it's a little bit different. Obviously, I was gobsmacked when close to my heart said they were closing down. But to be offered a contract to transition to Stampin' Up was a bit of a lifeline, but also quite daunting. New products, new policies, new people, new artwork, new websites, new lots of things. The list goes on. But what doesn't change is my commitment to sharing everything paper crafting that I come across with you and anyone who will listen, whether it be on YouTube or following on social media, and of course my wonderful dedicated customers. In April, along with a lot of other close to my heart makers, I signed up with Stampin' Up and ordered my starter kit, officially becoming a demonstrator with them on May the 1st. Now, 2 weeks later, I'm starting to feel a little more at home with the admin side of things, although I keep finding things that still need changing and updating. But it's high time to share some product and what I've learnt so far. So today I'm going to share with you what I ordered in my starter kit, and we'll have a little bit of a look at the catalogue, and I've got a couple of bits of interesting information to share with you too. Stampin' Up have been amazing during the transition period, full of support for all of us as we get our heads around all things Stampin' Up and new to us and get comfortable in our new home. So let's take a look at the catalogue. So this is the annual catalogue. As you can see, it's quite a big, thick book full of lovely bits and pieces and lots of things that we'll be able to use throughout the year. This catalogue goes from May 2024 through to April 2025, so all current right now. They also have 2 extra mini catalogues during the year. The first one we come to will be in September. And if you're local and on my mailing list, I can promise you an invite to a special event to launch that supplementary catalogue. But this one goes right through to April 2025 and is chocker with all sorts of products. If you were a VIP with me before the change, then for the month of May, you're able to receive one of these catalogues from Stampin' Up for free by registering on my website using the same email address as you have previously and placing your first online order this month. That's a welcome to you from Stampin' Up, but only for May 2024. My website's now all set up, so I'll add the address in the description below. And if you're on my newsletter list, you'll also get it through that later this week. If you're new to Stampin' Up and my crafting space, then I'd love to have you subscribe here on YouTube and check out the new website. Maybe even sign up for my newsletter while you're there. There'll be links to projects, videos and blogs on a monthly basis. When you visit the website to register, you'll also find an online exclusives area. That section is also packed with goodies. My starter kit has a mix of product from both the catalogue and online. So let's dive in. The container is actually from Warehouse Stationery. $17, great buying to keep things separate. So to start with, I'm keeping all my Stampin' Up goodies in here so they don't get all mixed with everything else I've got in the room. So let's start with the basics. I desperately needed a new pair of scissors because my other ones had curled at the tip. So let's have a look and see what these are like. I haven't opened everything, but waiting to show you. So they've got a cover on them, which is good, and they feel really good. So I'm looking forward to using them. Now that I've shown you, I'll be more comfortable about using them. Okay, another staple, of course, is the tape runner. So this is called Stamping Seal. Now they have 2 different kinds of tape runner. This is your general one for scrapbooking, card making, that kind of thing. but there's also a stronger setting one that they use for 3D projects. So, and I'm looking forward to trying some 3D projects, haven't done those before. That's the tape runner. It's got a little lid to protect it and to keep all the dog hair off it. Okay, now the other, what I've put in the basics pile is this bone folder. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen these before, but I've seen other people use them and never had one. So I was really happy to see that in the catalogue that I could get. So basically it's for when you fold something, you can press it down with this bone folder to make the crease nice and sharp. As you look through the catalogue here, you'll see that there are product suites, so a suite collection. Now that's quite a high priced one. There are different prices and they have different components in them. There are savings, they call them bundled savings, for buying perhaps the stamp set and the die cut set together. And each product within the suite is also available individually. So there's lots of different options. When I was shopping for my first outing, I went onto the online exclusives options and I ordered the Love Latte suite. So I'll just get the rest of it out of the way for now and I'll show you what's in here. So the suite consists of the papers. Now I can take these completely out now and just show you through. So there's 2 sheets of each piece, so I'll show you both sides. Now this is called Love Latte, so it has a bit of a coffee theme, a bit of a coffee feel to it, but as you can see it can also be used for pretty generic type layouts as well. So one side might be a little bit stronger in the pattern. That looks great. And again, I mean, that's got nothing to do particularly with coffee, but I'm sure it would be useful in lots of other projects. That's a beautiful swirl pattern. And these hearts, it's like what people put on the top of your cappuccino. And there's a darker swirl pattern. And that's little coffee beans. You can see that, little coffee beans on a different coloured paper. So that's really cool. And there's a piece of cardstock. Now when you get this, don't throw these out. There's lots of things to use those for, which you will find out about over the next year if you keep following. So those are the papers in the set. I'll just pop that one on the top for now. And there's also stamps. Now this is a photopolymer stamp set. So there's either photopolymer, which is similar to what we've been using previously, and we put those on our blocks to use, the same as always. The other sort of stamp that Stampin' Up has is a cling stamp, but I'll save that for the next video. To go along with those are matching die cuts. Now from what I've seen, most stamp sets have matching die cuts, and they come in this envelope, which will be really handy to store them, and they come on this card. Here's an interesting tip for you. These paper sets, from what I've seen, most of them have a die cut that will fit onto some pattern on the paper. Now you can see that that will fit these mugs on this paper. So you can actually cut them out if you want to do a 3D effect. So you could have the printed paper underneath and then cut one out to put on top. So I think that's a really, really good little extra to have. Okay, so that's that. Now also in the suite came this ribbon, which will go very nicely for cards or even on scrapbook pages. So it's got a nice little kind of white dot on top of it. And we also got some dots. Now when you look through the catalogue, you'll see pages of different dots and embellishments available, and you can see that those are swirl dots and they have got some beautiful colours on them, and of course will go with the sweet beautifully. So remember that this is an online exclusive, so not available in the catalogue when you see the catalogue. And we'll just pop that one to one side and we'll bring the catalogue back in. Let's have a look at the cardstock, because we all need cardstock to go with these things. Now Stampin' Up divides the cardstock into families. So you've got subtles, which are these pastel type tones. You've got brights, which are self-explanatory. Regals, which are the darker version really of the brights. And then you've got neutrals, which are your earthy tones. Now each family is available either individually packed per colour, or you can get a pack of that family. For example, you can get A4 cardstock individually, or down here you can get a family of all of them as 12 by 12 or A4. There's also markers, 6 by 6 options, stamp pads of course, and the refills. So there's all sorts of things available within that family. So next month I'll show you a family of papers and we'll do something with those. Now in addition to those 4 families, they also have something called in colour. So the in colours are a set of 5 colours that are only around for 2 years. So on this page you'll see everything divided into 2024 to 2026 or 2023 to 2025. So these 5 colours here were introduced last year and will expire, retire, whatever you want to call it, next year in 2025. But as we joined Stampin' Up in May this year, these colours became the in colours for this year and next year and won't retire until 2026. I thought it would be a good idea to get some of those in my starter kit, and I can't wait to get some more of those vibrant colours to play with. So these are the in colour glimmer papers. So basically your shiny ones. Just look at those colours, they're beautiful. So there's 1 sheet of each in the packet. And the names are Summer Splash, Shy Shamrock, Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, and Peach Pie. In that same family of colours, I also got this pack of 6 by 6 designer print paper. And you can see that they are different patterns on both sides. And in the same colour families. So we'll just divide those up. And there's your same 5 colours. So you've got different things to work with those 2 things. And then I also added the dots, resin dot, which are just plain resin dots in those colours as well. I'll be doing some projects with these papers and with Love Latte, and my next box of goodies is on its way. So next time we'll look at some stamp pads, some other papers and different bits and pieces. So if you're interested, keep an eye out here or on my socials. There's links to all of those in the description box below. And make sure you're subscribed here if you want to see the projects come together and learn along with me about this awesome company and their amazing products. Thanks so much for joining me today. Catch you next time and happy crafting!